My name's Julie Self, and I'm a family care partner stakeholder for Bright.
And I'm Audrey Self. I'm a patient stakeholder for Bright.
And over here on screen, I'm Gail Weingarten. I'm also a family care stakeholder for Bright.
Bright stakeholders are located all across the country, which was great since we had the opportunity to work with many different people. But it also presented some challenges. For example, we had to manage different time zones and different schedules. In the beginning, we had to learn how to build relationships virtually. It was so important to foster a close knit community early on, despite the physical distance between us.
I agree, Julie. Also, there are other downsides to consider for online participation. For example, if the group gets too large, it's difficult to see all the attendees on one screen. Since we are doing our meetings on Zoom, it's also less engaging if stakeholders turn off their videos or doing something else in the background. Guidelines should be set up front for PCORI virtual meetings.
Bright met virtually throughout the year, but we had an annual in-person meeting with all the stakeholders. And I'm very thankful we had 2 of them before the pandemic hit. Those meetings helped strengthen our study community. We had casual conversations where we could get to know each other. We could bounce ideas off of each other and appreciate the different perspectives and experiences that everyone had.
Absolutely. Those annual meetings were the building blocks to the relationships that we continued virtually throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah, and for me, having the opportunity to meet Bright stakeholders in person was very beneficial and part of my TBI recovery. The first annual meeting was my first time traveling outside of my Metroplex after my accident. It gave me the opportunity to experience travel and have some personal interactions with the people I had been speaking with virtually throughout the year. And most importantly, I got to meet with people who understood and shared the same passion for TBI advocacy that I do.
It was helpful that we got to meet annually in person, but that's not the only way that we built such a strong team. Meeting virtually allows everyone in this group to participate and build connections, even though we are in different states. Like right now, I can talk with you both. You're in Washington State, and I'm here in New Jersey. This is a way everyone can be part of the team and contribute to the study, even though we're not physically in the same place.
Yes, having you on Zoom right now, Gail, is a great example of how it opens a lot of the options for accessibility. And the video feature in particular helps us to connect with each other. I can see your reactions and body language while you're talking. We also have the option to communicate without speaking by using the chat feature or the reaction buttons. These are other ways we increase the connection with our study group.
Definitely.
I remember in the beginning of our study, most everyone was unfamiliar with the virtual video platform. And this was before virtual meetings became so popular because of COVID-19. The study staff would assist us all if we had any technology struggles come up. They also helped those of us that needed equipment like webcams and provided offline training to make us all more comfortable with Zoom.
Yes, the staff was very helpful in making sure everyone was involved. They focused on active engagement during our Zoom calls, which helped increase our connectivity. They looked for some of us who might accidentally be on mute or accidentally be unmuted without knowing it, and they would kindly point that out. It can also be hard to find an opening on Zoom. It's not as easy to tell when people are finished talking. The study staff often gently called on us stakeholders just to make sure everyone felt included.
These strategies have helped our meetings become more efficient, productive, and plain old just a better use of our time. We were able to take a mostly virtual, nationwide study and build a close-knit community.